Okay, here it goes. I'm doing things differently again this week, just because I can. This is the astrology for August 14th, 2017. We are currently sitting between two important eclipses this week. Last week began with a lunar eclipse, and next week we'll see what is being billed as the Great American Eclipse. Both are important, but the solar eclipse next week has far-reaching implications for the United States and its leaders. As mentioned last week, lunar eclipses tend to draw on our emotions, whereas solar eclipses tend to shine a light on something important that requires our attention. With this eclipse crossing the middle of the entire United States, it appears as if we are in for a revelation. When we glance out at the political landscape and the pace at which events are unfolding, we can easily recognize the potential for such a revelation. This is how astrology works. It serves to reflect our lives through a context of cycles. Cycles recur, and the symbolism is real and pertinent to the time in which they appear. Solar eclipses, such as the one occurring next week, often focus on highly visible world leaders and events associated with them. It's not hard to stretch our imagination on how this eclipse might just do that in a very profound and dramatic way. Both of these eclipses are influenced by the conjunction of the Sun and Mars at the same time. Mars is the fiery warrior, and when the Sun co-joins it, aggression and often anger are prominent. To complicate matters even further, Mercury stationed retrograde on the 12th of August, and that can easily complicate any and all forms of communication. With so much talk about fake news, this influence can easily shift that dialogue in the most unusual and uncanny manner. Of course, on the positive side, a retrograde can also allow us room to revisit past decisions and arrangements. Might we be looking at the shape of the world through revisionist eyes this week? Quite possibly. Another likelihood is an exposure of details that may have been overlooked or ignored that are now brought out into the open, causing a reversal of public opinion and trajectory. I think that's pretty accurate. Listen each week to Turning of the Wheel podcast on iTunes. Interesting guests, information you can use. It's all about expansion moving forward. If you want to call me for a reading, you can on my website, turningthewheel.com or turningofthewheel.tv. Get to me as well. And those of you who support me and keep me going, I appreciate your help very much. I can't really do it without you, so that's why I cut corners when I can. The accuracy is still there, though. I'll always stick by that. So take care. I'll talk to you all next week. Bye.